Suave or Rich Money, you know what time it is, and if you don't, then get to know. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. This is eventually going to be a streaming thing, potentially on Kick, and I'll be saying it a lot at the beginning of my videos. So if you don't know, this is the first time you see me, then yeah, that's just a heads up. I always do, well, not always, but a lot of the time I do the word of the day. In the future, I'm probably not going to do it, but I feel like doing it now. And the word of today is advice. Advice. So, an advice working towards doing something similar that I'm doing, like YouTube. If you ever wanted to start it, or you don't feel like you're motivated enough, it's still possible for someone like you, or you may not feel like you've got all the devices that you need to be able to start. But technically, if you've got an iPhone, even one that's not the latest, you can still record. And yeah, that's basically it. So the word of today is advice. So when it comes to taking advice off of people, there's good advice and there's bad advice. And sometimes there's advice that is given to you that might apply to someone else, but doesn't apply to you. So you've got to sit there and say to yourself, you've got to know yourself more than the person that's giving you the information. Because the same advice to two different people, one could help someone and the other could probably make it more difficult. And the reason why I'm saying this right now and why I've spoken about advice is because on the internet, I always see like a lot of gurus giving out their advice, and they give the same advice to everyone. And really, you can't. Obviously, if you have like the basis of something like staying consistent, always upload, rare tear, do this, do that you've heard 1,000 times. But based on the person who you are, the next step of the advice, the major important part as well as that, because it's combined, it's just making sure that you know yourself, you understand yourself, and understanding that sometimes when you hear the advice that is given, you have to reflect it and say to yourself, does that in line with you? Especially if the person that's giving you advice isn't doing the thing that you want to do. So if somebody's giving you advice and they're not doing the thing that you're doing, it's not the ideal place to be taking advice of, because there's always a lot of people. You probably have it in your own life outside of the YouTube example of people doing like, oh yeah, you should do this. Oh yeah, you should do that. Oh yeah, maybe you should do this, or maybe you should do that. I think you should do this differently. That same person, if they don't have an example of the thing that they're doing, then it's going to be a high chance that that advice isn't going to be helpful, especially if you've been doing it yourself for a while and they haven't, because they haven't come across the little problems, or they won't have an understanding as much as you do. So when you're taking advice from them, there's going to be key parts that ain't going to work in your favor. You normally want to take advice from people that are doing the thing you're doing actively and succeed in the thing that you're doing. Yeah, so the word of today is advice, and hopefully it helps. If it doesn't, then so be it. Then that part of the video is not for you. But yeah, I always like to say, if you're not having a great day, I hope your day gets better. Anyway, we're here to talk about Halo Evolved. If you know me, I've been playing games for years since I was young. Been on and off games where I've had moments where I don't play them and I do. Halo's one of those beginner games where I've been wanting a remake for the longest time. And Halo's one of those games that you either love it or you hate it. Now they've done Halo Campaign Evolved recently. The official update, the release date, is like the 28th of July. But if you get the Ultimate or Deluxe, whatever it is, you get it early. So I've been playing it early and I've enjoyed the game a lot. I don't really have any complaints about it. It's supposed to be just like the first Halo. Yeah. So if you can't compare it to the third Halo that you played, or you got to remember the first one that you played and how the mechanics work. They kept it as original as possible. Obviously, they've added certain things. I haven't played the bonus missions yet, so I don't have an opinion on that. When I get to that point, I will. So at the moment, I normally play the games on the hardest difficulty. So I've been playing it on Legendary, solo. I have done a campaign with my friend also, because he also plays games, but I'm also doing it solo at the same time. And the maddest thing is, where I'm at solo, I'm actually at with my friend on co-op. Well, I'm on the same mission on solo, but I'm at the beginning of the mission on solo, and then with my friend, I'm at the middle part of the mission. But yeah, Halo is sick. Legendary is no joke when it comes to difficulty, especially if you're playing solo. That is not a joke. If you don't like dying, you are not going to have fun on Legendary on Halo, because that game is not easy. Yeah, they've just brought all the things that I remember in it, and the way it is and the way it looks, it just reminds you of Halo. It feels like Halo when you're playing it. And to be honest, when a lot of companies remake a game many years later, it doesn't feel like the same game. Or even if they bring out the game again, it's not the same game as it originally was. A good example is like Assassin's Creed. Look at where it started and look at where it is now. Assassin's Creed is not the same game. And some people like it, but a lot of people hate the new version. A lot of people prefer the original Assassin's Creed. And then they'll build this new version that's like weird, where you can't assassinate man if he didn't see you, but then somehow he's able to counterattack even though he didn't know you was there. When Assassin's Creed should be like a one tap button, like if he didn't see you assassinate man, he's gone. But yeah, that was just a quick comparison. That was the best example I could give for that meantime. And yeah, Halo Evolved. Yeah, if you haven't played it and you want to play a new game, but you have to remember it's campaign based, and you want to get a lot out of it, play it on Legendary, and just play, have a good time. Because this will actually open doors for Halo. Because I'm playing it on PlayStation, I'm playing it on PS5, so I'm a PS5 gamer at the moment. Not gamer, but the games I play is normally on PS5. Yeah, no, the game's good. There was nothing I can really complain about hearing that. Like the online's a bit laggy, they're gonna probably fix that. The solo play, there hasn't been any real issues. It just feels pretty authentic. It feels how it's supposed to feel. Like you feel like Master Chief. Yeah. So, if you're a person that likes shooting games but you're expecting it to be super fast paced like Call of Duty, it may not be the game for you. If you like a game that's a challenge and a bit more slow paced, because when I mean slow paced, you're not going to be running through everything and fighting everything on Legendary. That's one thing I can promise you. You're going to need to sit back on the back foot continuously and hoping that your skill like outweighs the level, because you're going to have a lot of time where you're going to be stuck. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying it at the moment. It's good. And I'm going to see what else they're going to bring out on it later on, whatever they're going to add to it. And then I'll give my opinion on the whole bonus thing once I get through the campaign. And if you like, hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And I'll probably show a little bit of gameplay on my monitor of, yeah, just something sitting a manic. I might not. Leave in the comments if you think I should or if you think I shouldn't. And yeah, I'll see you at the next video. And just remember, if the day isn't great or the day isn't good, hopefully it gets better. But yeah, peace. I'm out.